Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, and I am so excited to present to you DDG52. Take a look. Oh my God, it's like Mother Nature gave us the perfect amount of wind to celebrate easily the sickest, most truly one-of-a-kind bar-raising setup that Enthuzst Apparel has ever given away since its inception. This is DDG52, and it is truly on an entirely new level for so many reasons. So what you are looking at is DDG52, and it is in a full 2-match Downpour metallic blue, and no, it is not vinyl wrapped. Now, traditionally, it is substantially easier to buy a truck and paint match it and then get a trailer and wrap it to match the paint match on the truck. And then when we give away a side-by-side, give away said side-by-side in usually just a murdered out former fashion or maybe just a little bit of wrap here and there. But this one truly raises the bar for the new year 2026 because this is all paint matched. Everything that you see right here behind me is fully paint to exact match of GM's OEM Downpour metallic blue. And that is exactly why this setup we've coined Poseidon, because boy oh boy, it has some all and high mighty godly tendencies relative to all of our other giveaways, and it's truly setting the bar. Now, before we get into all the juicy details of this entire setup that you can win with $30,000 cash, I just wanted to let you know that if you're seeing this video from the day that it launches, entry multiplier, the highest that we've ever done of 60 times entries is live. So that means every $1 spent gets you 60 times multiplier for those entries for this 2024 Denali Duramax that's fully loaded from tip to tail with only just a few thousand miles on it in the exact form and fashion that you see. That paint to match Keystone Raptor 415 that's oh so immaculate and is easily one of the most beautiful interior trims that I've ever seen, as well as this absolutely insane benchmark setting Maverick R XRS. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking the top of the line in its category, the top of the line in its category, and the top of the line in its category, and it all comes with $30,000 cash on top. So yes, with my permission, you are more than welcome to click the link above this video, pause this one right now, go grab your entries. That way the oh so beneficial ADHD doesn't disadvantage you and you can lock in for this massive opportunity window of a huge entry multiplier passes right on by. Oh my God, where do we start? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. How about we start with the trailer today? We obviously have a trio that is truly neck-breaking in so many forms, but we're gonna start at the fun part of the Keystone Raptor. And personally, I think the best part about it is in the back. So we've got the awnings fully extended. We've got the living room pop out, and then there's two other pop outs right on the back side, and that gives all the room on the inside. You can see that one right there, which is for the kitchen, and then that one way up front, right over the bed of the truck, which is for the master quarters. We've got the party deck out, but we do not have the legs down because nobody's partying on it right now, but if you want to load it up with people, it has kickstands just for some added support. This trailer is a tri-axle setup, and it's got onboard fuel. As you can see right here, we've got the pump. You can turn it on and off, and then you can see your fuel level, which is absolutely awesome. One of them is fuel for the generator, and the other one is fuel for whatever you're putting in the back. And if you choose to never put anything else in the back, well, good thing is it's coming fully stocked from us. We've got a set of stairs that go in right here with a railing, and this is all easily detachable. We've got tinted windows a main entry door here and a main entry door there. Outside, exterior JBL marine grade speakers, LED lighting to match some of the LEDs from TMW on this thing. Spoiler alert, that entire unit has over $30,000 of TMW accessories in it, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. We'll get there. This is a self-leveling unit that has hydraulic jacks that are controlled right from that little cubby right there. So let's go on inside, shall we? Boom, boom, boom. You can see the floor has these nice grippy mats, and the Maverick R actually fits in here just so barely that you actually skim these little old bristles right here, but you can say it's an onboard tire cleaner if you just want to justify the fact that it fits like a glove. Right up top here, you can lower these two benches down here with these controls right here, and they turn into seats or sleeping arrangements, and then you have another bunk bed right up there. So you can sleep a lot of people back here very comfortably. Or you can just sleep your side-by-side in here if you want to put it in here, so that way nobody messes with it, guaranteed wherever you are, whenever you go. Nice glass door right here, and it's got this little catch right there, so that way wind doesn't come howling through here and grab your door and break it. You can close it. It is tinted for some degree of privacy. We got entertainment station up here. Play the Sunday game days if you want, if that's what you're into, or just stream your favorite shows on board. We've got storage here, storage there, of course, more windows. Onboard washer dryer if you want to mount one right in here. GFCI equipped outlets, and then we've got our half bath right here. We've got the white with the black countertop with the white sink with the black fixtures and the black blinds in this specific trim on this trailer, and I think it looks really sick. So let's step on into what could be your home away from home. Truly, guys and gals, I can't even emphasize, like, camping in one of these trailers isn't really even camping, and if you've ever gone camping in the past, there's an element of camping that is really fun and somewhat raw, and it's somewhat nomadic in a sense. But I'll tell you what, you sleep in a tent for a weekend, and man, I'm telling you, the back is gonna feel it, whether you're young or you're not so young. In here, you can sleep there, you can sleep up there, you can sleep back there, you can sleep in there, and your back's really not gonna hurt like that. Plus, you've got climate control, actually 3 zones of climate control to be specific. One back there, one in here, one in the primary living quarters. That way you can control your area of glamping ever so perfectly. You can tune it to the perfect spec, if you know what I mean. All right, coming on in here, you can see this cool little bench. If I was a little kid, this is totally where I would claim that I was sleeping. You got a little light right there. I'm not gonna turn it on, but this is a cool little area. It comes with a little pad on it. Coming on down, that bench is stowable, so it's out of the way. Of course, big old infotainment, master audio control right here. You've got some light switches and some other things. A fireplace that does have a small electric heater on board, so it actually does generate what it feels like it looks like it's doing. We got storage up here, pantry right here, storage up here, storage in here, and still no beer here. We've got the spice cabinet right here, a nice little onboard propane fire range, full-size microwave, a nice sink with, of course, a drying rack that is stowable. It's a stainless steel recessed sink, which is a big modern trend in the real estate space these days. More storage here, onboard vacuum there, more storage here, more storage here, and a bunch of remotes. Lucky you. A really super nice couch right here that is quite literally brand new. Sit down in it, and I welcome you to the fact that yes, this thing has heat and charging right here on board, and if you pull this little handle, you get to put your feet up, and if you push back ever so slightly, you get to recline in a not so horizontal position, but just enough to really take the weight off, if you know what I'm saying. We'll even include our lovely little accent pillows for the ladies. We got your back, girls. Now over here in our bar area, okay, we've got nice countertops that are obviously accenting the tan lowers with the white uppers. I really like the tonal complements in here. It's very earthy. It feels very outdoorsy. Got 2 benches, boom, right here and right there. And the cool thing is if you want to close these, it's a single hand operational little lever back there. You just pop it out like this. Boom, baby. And that goes right on down, it clips right on in. So that way you can get these out of the way without really having to mess with them all that much. All right, we've got steps that go up into the primary living quarters and your full bathroom. So we've got the throne, storage for throne modifications and accessories. The shower, a skylight in the shower, black fixtures, black fixture, recessed stainless sink. I like the theme throughout with the white vanity on the bottom, medicine cabinet for whatever it is that you need to store to help you recuperate from whatever your camping activities might be. We've got the linen closet right there. Little door right here. Another skylight with the vent fan to keep the humidity going up north. Sliding barn door right here, which is really cool on its little integrated track system. Another infotainment system. A hell of a view that's definitely worth getting used to because it could all be yours, guys. One entry's all it takes. I mean, a hat like this could win you everything that you're watching right now. But we've got the wireless storage, the big old bed. The back wall is a small accent wall, which is pretty dope. And then, of course, the wardrobe, where all my wives and ladies out in the audience, you can claim all of this. All we men need, we're simple creatures, is probably this little cabinet right here. And if you give us this one, we are definitely spoiled. Now, the cool thing is you can exit from right here, right on back down into your primary living quarters where, honestly, infinite memories can be established with friends, family, and loved ones. Now, you guys can actually hear we have the generator running right now, and it is very quiet. It's super cool. The exhaust actually exits to the other side of this unit for a few reasons. One, you don't want the exhaust exiting to where you're ultimately hanging out, your campsite, if you will. And two, you don't want to smell the exhaust fumes, so it actually goes out on the other side. You can close that right up if you'd like, and then that way you can obviously do the fresh air thing if you don't want to do the forced air thing for climate control. And then this little thing right here actually slides over as a means of bug protectant, and then it just clips right onto the door itself. Now that is certainly something that I can tell you you will enjoy no matter where you take it. If you're just going to a local campsite over the weekend, trying out camping for the very first time, getting used to trailering this entire setup with that thing inside, with that truck right there, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but the cool thing is, you don't need to be like me and have your CDL to tow this entire thing, which is kind of a debatable topic in and of itself. Like, let's be honest. I got pulled over forever ago with an empty gooseneck trailer that was literally a fraction of this size and a portion of this thing's weight, and I need my CDL for that, but luckily, good for you, you don't need your CDL to operate this entire setup right here, so technically the fun potential is unlimited. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which one should we talk about next? Okay, we're on the Denali. I guess we're gonna save the Maverick R XRS until the very end, but that's not a bad thing because there's a lot of things to talk about on that unit right there. So let's talk about what could be your Denali HD Duramax 3500 HD. This thing's got the 6.6 liter L5P 2024 new revision Duramax in it with the 10-speed Allison transmission. I personally drive a Denali and I love it. I'm a little biased because of course I go by Dirty Max Jack. I love all the platforms regardless, but I do drive a Denali and I can personally attest to every platform, and this one especially being absolutely incredible. Now my daily doesn't have 26s on 37s with a 7-inch lift, but the cool thing about this setup right here with the Cognito, the KG1s, and the Fury tires, it drives immaculately well, whether you're driving it as a daily driver or pulling it to break a bunch of necks wherever it is that you're gonna go for the weekend or multiple weeks away. Now this is the first ever Downpour metallic blue that we've ever done, and it's truly a gorgeous color by GM. It's got a lot of metallic flake in it. We've got golds and silvers and a little bit of green in there, with the primary color being blue, and it's absolutely killer. Now this truck has all of the right black accents, the black in the grille, the black in the GMC badge, the black right here in the functional hood scoop that provides air to that Dirty Max engine, okay? We've got the black around the fog light bezels, the black on the grille insert, and the black right here on the tow hooks coming around to the side. We've got the black custom enthusiast badge right here, the black bullet antenna, the black around the mirrors, of course the black right here around the window moldings on the B pillar and the C pillar, the black running along the running board, and then of course coming here around the back we've got the tinted taillights, so it all flows together really well. Now that we're on the back of the truck, let me just turn on some of the lighting real quick because it actually timed out on us, so that's a cool little feature that some of you might not know exists. If you happen to leave your lights on, it will actually time them off for you, with the exception of the Mid-South LED rock lights, which are ridiculously bright, by the way. Insanely bright rock lights in the rear and in the front. This thing looks like a total spaceship going down the road at night. But with that being said, the rear bed lights and the front bed lights that are now white LED. The switchback turn signal white LED mirrors that, as you can see if we toss on the hazards, actually do fully function as switchbacks. They're super bright at night, so when you pull up next to people, it shines like right into their car. Fun little fact. And then of course you've got your switchbacks from factory right here, and then your switchbacks on the mirror as well, with all white LED lighting up on the cab, all fully paint to match, white LEDs on the fender light, and the whole 9 yards. So you can see truly how custom this truck is from tip to tail, top to bottom, left to right. Now, another really cool little feature is these trucks actually have a button right here that you can lock and unlock, and then that's also a feature. So if you want to set it to where when your truck is locked, the mirrors fold in, you can do that, or you can turn it off in the infotainment system. I personally run it where when I lock the truck, the mirrors are in, because if I forget if I locked my truck or not, I can look at it and be like, oh yeah, okay, we're good. I got myself back. And then of course you can hit the button without having to bring your key out and you're ready to rock and roll. But speaking of your key, this right here is ultimately what it looks like. You've got a double tap to drop the tailgate in the back, and then you do have the multi-pro functionality right here. You can hit this button and then hit this, and all of a sudden you have a massive stair entryway into service. Fifth wheel Patriot 18,000 pound brandy spanking new hitch. Now these tailgates are pretty light and you can close them just like that, which is cool. And then also on this key, you have lock, unlock, and if you lock the truck and then you hit this button twice and hold it, it performs the remote start functionality for your Denali HD Duramax dually, baby. Look at how deep dish these KG1s are, and look at how effortless that floating center cap rocks and rolls, dude. All right, coming on into the inside real quick, we've got, I'm just gonna turn that off. We've got the Bose sound system, the multi-memory seats, okay? You've got the automatic front windows, fully adjustable mirrors that extend and retract, and of course, swivel in with the push of a button, many buttons at that. Of course, when you come in here, you're greeted with this massive engine start stop button, so press the brake, press the button, and you are ready to rock and roll. Cool thing about these trucks, man, this steering wheel just is so new looking, like it's not even broken in the slightest bit. You've got the digital dash right here, which is customizable. I think it's 3 or 4 different formats that you can choose from. All your lighting controls over here, as well as your parking brake and your four-wheel drive switch, drive modes, etc. Dual climate zone, DDG52 trailer profile that's already stored, as you can see. Amazon Alexa, Apple CarPlay, Google Android Auto, heated seats, cooled seats, adjustable trailer brake assistance right here, wireless charging right here, big old center console, hidden center console, another storage console, storage right here, storage right here, storage right there, storage right there, and of course multiple charging ports here and in here. And then in the back, of course, we have all the room for the kiddos, the family, or the doggies. Storage in here, cup holders right here, easy push up and storage right down here, heated seats back here, more storage, more cup holders, more nice aluminum finished pieces, and truly just a space for a hell of a good time. I can't really describe to you if you haven't experienced it for yourself, but you're gonna have to take my word for it that driving a truck like this is very empowering. Not only are you the largest thing on the road, but you're definitely the most unique thing on the road, and people just respect vehicles that have a massive road presence. So for me, I always love the confidence of driving a big truck because I just personally prefer to be in a big vehicle. There's a lot of crazy drivers on the road that aren't paying attention, and yes, sports cars are fun, but man, oh man, there's nothing more assuring and securing feeling than just being in a big old truck rolling down the road. And when you're in the left lane and somebody's just creeping there that really shouldn't be there, they should probably be in the right lane just cruising, they kind of tend to get out of their way because that thing's pretty intimidating when it comes up behind you in your rear view quickly. Now you might say the best for last, and I don't know if I can truly say that that applies, because that's the best, and this is the best, and truthfully it's just the cherry on top. It's the icing on the cake. So this right here is the new benchmark standard for side-by-sides that they call the Can-Am Maverick R XRS, okay? Mouthful, you can just call it a Maverick R. It's got these super crazy unique upper control arms that widen the stance. This thing can do 95 miles an hour and be stable as can be, like a sports car. It's got projector lights. It's obviously fully painted to match. Over 60 pieces were removed from this, sanded, primered, and painted to match the setup. And the coolest thing about it is it's got the new industry setting dual clutch transmission. So not only do you get one paddle shifter, but you get 2 in order to truly drive, quote unquote, your side-by-side in a way that's never been presented in the side-by-side space, period. Now this thing's been fully optioned with all of the TMW accessories, okay? So we've got the TMW grille, the TMW hood canard, TMW front bezel with the glass windshield, which is much better than plexiglass. We've got the TMW cage, the TMW door sills, fully painted custom to match. We've got the TMW rear bumper. We've got the TMW, check this out, trunk, Pop that right up right there, and you can actually keep things nice and secure in here if you would like to. Super cool option. The TMW flag posts that obviously light up multi-LED colors. Look at these insane trailing arms in the back and that massive transmission. This thing has hardly any hours on it, purely just from us driving it around and filming content with it. That being said, we've got the Metal FX 15-inch beadlock wheels, which have, of course, your gloss black faces with the billet inserts. They look sick. On the 35, 10, 15 tensor regulator 2s. These are absolutely killer tires for truly any terrain that you put them on. Coming on into the inside right here, you can actually grab this little door handle, boop, and open on up into what is the passenger compartment for the Maverick R. Cup holders in the center, storage right here, grab bar for safety, mash bar for your face, and these are insanely deep, racing inspired with huge bolster seats that are fully adjustable. Look at those intakes for air ducting right here. This thing is absolutely no joke. And then the view from up front is oh so peculiar. So let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit of this thing. Real quick, I do want to make mention, we've got really nice rear view mirrors on this thing from Spectre 7. These lights are quite literally blinding. And for some reason, it's just really addictive to look at them. Although it really hurts your eyes. I don't know why, don't ask me. It's like deer in a headlight effect. So we've got the really bright LED lights here that obviously serve as rear view mirrors as well. We've got the Baja design. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pod LED lights up here, the XL Sports with these magnetic covers, which are very, very nice. And then coming down to the front, you've got your factory projector headlights, and then of course, more of the massive LEDs right here. These are the LP4s. Needless to say, you are going to be able to see very well during the day and at night. All right, reaching in, we've got our door release right here. We're gonna climb on into the cockpit of this thing. I'm like not exaggerating when I say that there's kind of a specific science to it, because when you get in, you kind of fall into it. It's not like you're sitting on top of it. So the seat is adjustable, and ultimately this is the view from the cockpit, okay? So we have a very race-oriented wheel that's minimal but very nice feeling. It's soft. It's got these nice grips right here for your fingers. It's flat on the top with, of course, your center line race stripe. You've got the XRS reminder right here that you are in the creme de la creme when you step out of your creme de la creme. Then you've got a little digital gauge right here, your upshift paddle, your downshift paddle, your factory light option to turn on and off, and then all of your accessories that have been doubled in right here in a very factory setting. You've got storage right here, digital display right here, storage right here, grab bar for the passenger, the whole 9 yards. So when we start this thing up, you're gonna see a small little readout right here digitally, and then of course a larger digital touchscreen display right here that is semi-customizable. You can come in, you can look at the gauges, the whole 9 yards. All right, you've got your differential mode right here. You can do, again, 4x4 trail, 4x4 trail active. You can change them here, change them here, change them here. You kind of get the general gist. And then you can come right here and you can hit this little icon and it will give you your menu. So that's telling you where we're at. It's kind of like Apple CarPlay, of course, but it's their own system. And you can do a split multitasking display. You can come in here, you can do your Bluetooth, you can do your statistics, and of course, your gauges like we had on. I personally really like the multi-gauge view, and you can actually separate it just like that. So if you want to pull it back on, you can. If you want to go back off, you can. It's very, very, very simple to do. Now down here is all of your light controls. So here's for your flag light bars. Right here is your cabin lights. So there's one right there, and there's one in the back. And then these are all your exterior LEDs. These right here are your mirror LEDs. And then this one right here, when you click this button, there are actually a bunch of different options in the back for that bar right there. There's multiple different options from strobing to amber to red to white, the whole 9 yards. So you can set that up however you want. Dude, these shifters are so sick. It changes the game of the driving dynamic in a side-by-side, man. Automatics are overrated. Listen to that downshift, dude. That's so sick. So sick. Alright, turn this thing around. Kind of brings out the 5-year-old in everybody. Alright, I'm gonna stop. Are you kidding me? You gotta get me out of this thing. think any more words need to be said at this point in time. This entire setup, including all that behind me with $30,000 cash, could be yours. What more are you waiting for? I got some trails to shred. Let's go.